Hello, my cosmic friends. Welcome back to my channel, Beautiful Cosmos Tarot 2. My name is Cosmos. Nice to meet you if you are new. If you're one of my subscribers, welcome back. If you're one of my channel members, thank you so much, guys, for joining my memberships. And I invite you guys to take a look at my memberships if you can. Of course, you get special videos every month, and it is not obligation. It is not an obligation. There we go. It is not an obligation by any means. Today, I will do the final part of the Q&A to celebrate 600 subscribers. We are so close to 700 subscribers now, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, I will do another Q&A to celebrate. I do monthly live Q&As, but I know not all of you can make it, so, using a special milestone in my channel as an opportunity to have a Q&A, it's also for you guys too, make your questions. But yeah, we only have a few questions. Like I said, this is the final part, and I did not want it to make part 3 too long, so that's why we still have a couple left. So here we go. Without further ado, first question. Okay. What would happen with Banchang and Felix when the Stray Kids members started their military service? Okay, what will happen with them? Okay, first thing I just heard is an adjustment period. And I mean, if you think about it, it's obvious, no? K-pop groups, whether they're, men or women, they get used to being in a group. They may not always get along. I mean, there's the illusion that, they're family, they love each other, blah, blah, blah. But, not every group is like that. But those that do get along, in this case, Stray Kids, I can see them getting along once in a while, having an argument, but nothing serious. Yeah, that is going to be a big adjustment period for both Banchang and Felix. So what else? Also intuitively, I see them on the beach. I see them on a beach. So I don't know if it's in Korea or back in Australia, but I only see both of them. So it looks like they might take a vacation together to discuss what they're feeling. But at the same time, I also see this as being part of their adjustment period. Page of Pentacles, I still see them working. Ace of Wands. It looks like they are still going to be doing interviews, whether it's on, a podcast or on TV. What are they called? Variety shows, thank you. It looks like they're still going to be doing those. It looks like Banchang is finally going to rest a little more. I think this man is known for not sleeping a lot, but it looks like he will finally have time to rest. And I'm not saying the other members don't let him sleep or anything like that, but his constant worries, the constant taking care of the other members, it looks like that also interferes with his sleep. Even when the members, they're okay and stuff like that, Banchang literally embodies the father role in here. So it looks like he will finally rest a little more. We had the Devil card. It looks like some people are gonna call Banchang and Felix lazy. So yeah, the haters are gonna hate no matter what, right? But it looks like some people are gonna call them lazy, or some people are going to call them greedy. Oh, the other members, they're in the military and here they are working, taking in all the spotlight. Oh, they're greedy. They want to make us forget about the other members and stuff like that. So yeah, some people just want to make drama. But here we have the Five of Pentacles, but no, it's not like that. Not at all. They're still going to continue to work. I see Felix still doing his ambassadorships. I know he has a lot, so yeah. I still see him modeling. I see him on the red carpet. So he's going to be working, giving interviews and stuff like that. But yeah, these two are not going to be just staying still. They're still going to be working. I don't see them on the stage, I'll be honest. I don't see them performing on stage. They're not close to the idea, but it looks like at the moment, since, nobody has enlisted or anything like that, that is something that they're not seriously considering. But yeah, these two are definitely gonna continue to work. Okay. Let's see. Next one. Did I grab two? Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, that one can be next. I'll insert this one first. What year will ISNA announce their first world tour? Okay, ISNA. You know what? This deck wants to come out for you. So let's see. ISNA. What year will you announce your world tour? Let's see. The Grail Fairy. Okay, fertility, return to life. Yeah, that's not really resonating that much. Okay, let's keep looking, and then I'll tell you what I see. We have Crystal Magic, Creation, Dawn, the Beginning. Okay. October, I just heard that. October, interesting. And we have Golden Gift, magical help is on its way. Okay, well, it looks like the members themselves, they're open to it. Of course, it's a little scary, but they're open to it for sure. They're not against it. Once again, I see October, like the middle of October. Some people are pushing for 2026. In the company, some people are pushing for 2026. But it looks like some of them still feel that ISNA has not reached that sort of level yet. So maybe in 2027. Maybe 2028, 2027. It looks like there's a 5 to 10% happening in 2027. And then 2028, there's like a 3%. Okay. But yeah, the members are open to it. But then some of them feel that, they're not ready yet. Number one, they're not that popular. Number two, well, can they handle it? Oh, okay, that's where fertility and health come in. I mean, makes sense, no? A world tour is grueling. But yeah, that's what I see, okay? In regards to that question. And I'm sorry I took so long, guys, to finally do part 4. I'm sorry, but around this time in October, it is the beginning of pretty much the holiday seasons here in the United States. And at school, we do a special program because of autumn and Thanksgiving. And then we have Christmas, we have New Year's, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it's about to get chaotic. So yeah, that's why. I will continue to do my best, okay, to not take so long to make videos and to keep them coming. Okay. Is there a chance that ISNA can surpass the success of Zero Base One? Ooh, interesting question. Let's see. ISNA, is it possible for you to surpass the success of Zero Base One? Is it possible? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. The 8 of Wands. The 2 of Cups. And the 4 of Wands. Okay, here's the thing. If the company actually, doesn't have more delays, if they do what they need to do, basically, yes, there is a possibility I would say there's a 60 to 70% possibility that yes, they might. If they do that, of course. 60 to 70. From my understanding, Zero Base One is very popular in Korea. And I would say abroad as well. So it's not their challenge will be the international fans. Because I see them winning more fans in Korea. I see them winning more fans faster. But abroad is going to take a while for Isna. But yeah, 60 to 70% yes. If the company is willing to, do their homework and do what they're supposed to do for Isna to be successful. And I grabbed 2 again. Okay. Let's put that one there and let me answer this one. Best of luck, Isna. Who are the Gen 5th candidates that will replace Karina Wonyang Suliung? I am so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And Yuna as the next pretty faces. Let's see. We had the World card. Well, yeah, definitely. Those ladies are going to be replaced. I see one here. We had the Queen of Swords. And we had the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I see SM Entertainment. So it looks like... and I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not that familiar with 5th gen idols at the moment. I'm sorry. But, it looks like somebody from SM. And I see Hearts to Hearts. So, okay. Hold on, let me rephrase that. I don't want to confuse you. So, somebody from Hearts to Hearts. Because apparently she looks like Karina. Okay? So her, but obviously, a younger, prettier version. Mostly because she's young. Okay, so somebody from Hearts to Hearts that apparently resembles Karina. Now this other... Oh, there's 2 trainees. Okay, so there's 2 trainees. Well, they're trainees, so I guess it makes sense now. But possibly 2 trainees. And I'm saying possibly because, they might leave SM. But in case they stay, there's 2 from there that might possibly also be known for their visuals and stuff like that. Okay, I don't know how famous Mocha is. She's from Islet. But it looks like she might be rising up for her looks in the future, which is interesting. And it looks like somebody from a smaller company. I'm sorry, but yeah, like I said, I am not that familiar with 5th gen idols. I'm sorry. You know what? If you're watching it, give me a list of people that you think might, and I will answer you in the comments, okay? And don't make it long, though. Like, give me 5 girls and... I don't know. If you want to ask about boys, you can. But give me 5. If you only want to know about girls, give me 5, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm not that familiar. So I did my best with that one, okay? I can always lie to you, but... nah, I don't do that. Okay. G-Dragon and Lee Soo-hyuk friendship reading. Okay. G-Dragon, Lee Soo-hyuk. What can we know about your friendship, guys? What can we know about your friendship? Okay, not that one. This one and this one. Let's see. Okay, the Two of Swords. Okay. The Six of Wands. Okay, it looks like sometimes it's annoying when people see them interacting in any sort of way for some reason. But at least behind the scenes, it looks like they have a good friendship. There's the Justice card and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, behind the scenes, it looks like things are good. It looks like people might try to make their interactions mean something more. I don't know if, that person is a woman. Honestly, I don't know. But if it is, well, it looks like people are constantly trying to, make it look like there's something more than there is. Or maybe, they're saying, oh, they're beefing again, again, quote unquote. But I don't see fights. But that is the thing that is annoying, whenever an idol looks at a certain direction, or maybe they're just staring ahead, but as somebody just happens to be in the line of sight and they were looking for more than 2 seconds, oh, people go crazy making up rumors and stuff like that. Or also rumors of collaborations, it looks like that also can get annoying from time to time. Instead of, letting the people be, whether they're idols or actors or whatever. But behind the scenes, it looks like they have a good friendship. Okay? And it looks like right now it's mostly through text because, well, both are busy individuals. But yeah, I don't see conflicts or anything like that in there. And geez, why do I keep grabbing two? Okay. Okay. A quick reading on all hours. Okay, all hours. Let me use this one. Okay, all hours. Quick reading on you. You, okay. And this one, let's see. Okay, we have follow me. Come, this is your invitation to enter the realm of the fairies. The littlest fairy. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Okay, interesting. Her special place. Find your own safe space inside and out. And Acorn's invitation. Touch, exchange, connection. Okay. Well, you know what? If all hours could speak, well, they're saying, you know what? Give us an opportunity. Yeah, we don't come from a big four company, but you know what? We have a lot to offer. We have a lot to offer. We would like to, entertain you, talk with you if possible. There's those chats that you pay and you can talk with them, or, other social media stuff. So that's one thing. They wish that more people would give them an opportunity. It looks like also there's, especially now, I know they had a comeback. I think the song is called Rumble. But yeah, it looks like people are going to compare them with Stray Kids because apparently their vibe is very similar to Stray Kids. There might be called a cheap imitation of Stray Kids, but that's not the case, okay? All hours, yeah, they have their vibe, but at the same time, they're exploring different things, different genres. So it looks like they're going to continue to do that. But yeah, they do wish that, more people will give them a chance. And for the moment, I don't see anything else serious, but that's mostly what I see. The desire to be seen a little more for people to give them a chance. A lot of people say that, 5th gen is boring. Sometimes I agree, and sometimes at the same time, I'm like, well, have you listened to other groups? Not just the ones that come from, the main 4 companies, but smaller companies too. Give other groups a chance. Maybe then you'll find your cup of tea. Okay. Next one. Which members of Stray Kids are more inclined to have a serious relationship with a foreigner? Didn't I answer this one? I feel like I have. I think. Well, you know what? If I did, let me know. And if not, here we go. And if I did, hey, maybe it has changed a little more today. Maybe. Tarot works with current energy, okay? Current energy. So let's see. Based on current energy, which member will be more inclined to have a relationship with a foreigner? I see Banchan. I see Felix. It looks like Hyunjin is willing. Or was it for 80s? That could have been it. I remember something similar was asked for 80s. You guys let me know. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Okay, I hear Lino saying, no offense, but no. It will be a little difficult when it comes, well, mostly when it comes to language, no? Especially if these foreigners don't speak Korean, it will be difficult. It might be a cultural thing as well. Han, it looks like there's a 75% that he will be willing. Five of Pentacles. I see Ian shaking his head no. And once again, it's not him being mean or anything like that, but no, he also feels that, there will be too many barriers in there. And I mean, with the chaotic life that they have, he would like to have something familiar with his significant other. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Banchan, Felix, they are willing. Once again, Hyunjin, Sungmin, a 25% chance. Chanbin, 35%. Lino, I said it. Ian, I mentioned him. Han. I think that's all of them, no? Yeah, I think that's all of them. But yeah, that's what I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, those are the last three. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. And once again, guys, thank you for 600 subs. Oh, we're so close to 700 now. My goal is to reach 1,000 this year, 2025. So help me out, okay? Like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed because sometimes YouTube is weird and it will unsubscribe you for some reason. So yeah, double check. Okay, will Islet get a chance to perform at Coachella? Let's see. Islet. Will you get a chance? Oh, okay. Okay, those two fell out. And I'll take these two here. Let's see. Ace of Wands. Okay, it looks like right now at a height they feel that it will be too early. It's too early to tell. We have Temperance. Islet has, risen. It has been going pretty well for them. Their first year was chaotic. I mean, number one, they were a little underprepared. And number two, with the whole new gene situation, yeah. So it looks like some, people at Hive are saying, you know what, let's wait a little bit for things to settle down just a bit. Let's not just jump into conclusion. Two of Pentacles. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles. Maybe 3 years from now. I just heard that. Maybe in 3 years from now. So yeah, once again, at the moment, people just want to let things settle down a bit before sending them to Coachella. And I'm sorry to say this, but they don't want a repeat of Les Seraphim. It took a long time for, the people at Hive, the people that make it possible for a K-pop group to function. It took a long time for them to say, okay, things have settled down. We are back to normal. after that whole fiasco with Le Sserafim and Coachella. They don't want to go through that again. It is tough enough, once again, because of the whole, Min Hee Jin, New Jeans situation is still going on. They don't want to risk it. So maybe in 3 years from now. Okay. 3 years from now, that will be 2028. So perhaps in 2028. Okay. Best of luck, Islet. Okay. Second to last question. Let's see. NCT Dream future predictions for the first quarter of 2026. That's January to March. Okay, NCT Dream. Let's see. Predictions for you, gentlemen. The first quarter, NCT Dream. Okay, there's 2 here. And you know what? I'll take this one and let me take that. Okay. Okay, King of Swords. 6 of Wands. It looks like plans are being made, okay? Plans are being made. But, well, at least based on current energy, there's nothing solid. There's the Empress. The Tower. The Hierophant, okay. And the 4 of Pentacles. It looks like they are thinking of another tour for them. I don't know if NCT Dream has had a world tour or not. But if not a world tour, then at least an American tour. It looks like they're thinking about it. And at the same time, there's a small chance that they might send them to Europe, like a 3% chance. So it's also going to depend on, well, the budget, how much is available for them to do a big tour like that. If not, they're going to stay in South Korea and Asia. But yeah, right now, and I know that's not a lot, sorry, but it looks like that's what it is. Yeah, after December, the holidays things do slow down a little bit. So that's why at the same time, there's nothing solid. Okay. They can see that there's some desire for NCT Dream to have more activities, but at the same time, well, they have other groups that they're planning for, so nothing is decided. But yeah, those are the things that I see. If not a world tour, then at least an American tour. Maybe go to Canada as well. I would say that's a 5 to 10%. Yeah, going to Europe, 3 to 5%. And like an 85% of them just staying in Southeast Asia because it's easier. Okay. And last, yes. Yeah, nothing else in here. So last, but definitely not least, let's see. A general checkup on 17. Okay, 17. 17. Oh, 17. I know a lot of them. Well, there's 13 of them, and if I'm not mistaken, like 4 or 5 of them have already enlisted. So there's so many things, so many changes for them. So let's see. General checkup on you, 17. What can we know about you, gentlemen? Okay. S. Scoops, the leader of 17. Obviously, he knows it was expected, the whole military enlistment. He was exempted from it because of, past injury that is still affecting him to this day. So, yeah. He knew it was coming, but at the same time, now that it's actually happening, it has been a little bit harder than he was expecting. with groups in general. I feel like fans like to joke around about how loud and chaotic it must be and stuff like that, but I mean, eventually you get used to all of that. And it looks like Scoops is feeling the difference now that, members are leaving. It looks like he's feeling the difference. We have the Magician. But you know what? In spite of members enlisting and all of that, it looks like 17 is still going to be okay. Oh, look at that. The 10 of Cups. Yeah. That I'm going to continue to be awesome. With however members they still had left. With subunits, we have the Hierophant. Belief Lab, I think that's the company they're under. I could be wrong, but the company that they're under, the CEO, and all of the other bosses that they have, it looks like they are happy with them. There's the Strength card. And the 7 of Wands. I mean, there's still gonna be negative people, right? Some people are just gonna hate for the sake of hating because for some reason, they feel that, their own group is being threatened by 17, so they're just gonna say mean things like, 17 sucks, or go home, retire already, blah, blah, blah. You know those kinds of people, right? That just want to stir up drama. But in spite of all of that, I see 17 still having a strong bond. And once again, the CEO and, the people that make 17 possible, they're happy with 17. And I still 17 being successful, winning more awards, having more money, whether it's, doing their thing on stage or doing their own individual ambassadorship, subunit work. Yeah, I still see them being very successful, whether people like them or not. Okay? All right, guys, that has been all for this Q&A. Thank you so much once again. At this time, we're almost at 700, so that was really quick. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, if it's not too much to ask, help me out once again. I would love to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. And when I do, you know what? I will do a giveaway. I'm not sure how I will do that, but I will figure it out. Okay, I will figure it out. Thank you so much, and I wish you guys the best. I wish everybody we talked about here the best, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.